Have you noticed that in life, there's always something else? It never ends. It's like an old tape player that just keeps on playing. You can be good for a few days and then someone disappoints you. You can be good for a week and then you get injured. You can be good for 20 years and then your joints start getting weaker or you start aging. That's just life. It never ends. It's always going to throw you another curveball because what we're here to learn on this planet is we're here to learn how to let go and to make peace with ourselves and to appreciate life for what it is. Meaning it's not going to stop for you. It's not going to stop just because it's inconvenient for you. It's going to keep hitting you with all kinds of things because you need to learn how to make peace with life, make peace with death, and make peace with yourself. Otherwise, you're always going to be bothered. You're always going to be affected. The idea is to become unbothered. The idea is to become unbothered by receiving everything that happens to you with an open heart, but also simultaneously recognizing that you've been in a toxic relationship with this world your whole life. You thought it would get better, and it might get better for a week or two, but then something happens. So at some point, you've got to get fed up. You've got to say, it doesn't matter if I want to be strong for a month or two, something will happen. So what am I here to learn? I'm here to learn how to let go, how to detach myself from this toxic relationship that I have with this world, which, by the way, the toxicity is you thinking it's going to change. It's not going to change. It has to keep hitting you so that you can let go. And I like to use the analogy of the letter in the mail. I've been using that a lot in my sessions because I think it's very illustrative of what we go through and how we respond to things. I should say how we react to things. So you receive a letter in the mail that throws you off. You start to go into panic mode. Okay, it's happened to all of us. At some point, you've got to realize there's going to keep being letters in the mail. So you've got to decide that instead of panicking and scrambling to find a solution, which is what we all do because we don't like the way it feels, so we want to make the feeling go away. Yeah, we always want to make the feeling go away, don't we? Because we don't want to grow up and realize that that's what life is going to keep throwing at you so that you can make peace with yourself. And when you make peace with yourself, you mature yourself, you grow up. You recognize this is what life is, but I don't have to engage in the toxic responses or in the way that I react to life. I can just make peace with life and start to untether myself. So back to the example of the letter in the mail. We receive this letter in the mail and we automatically want to find a solution because we can't stand it. We can't stand being uncomfortable in our own skin. What if I told you the solution is to close your eyes maybe momentarily and ask yourself, do I want to keep reacting the way that I do? Or do I want to decide to stay in my heart? To stay connected to myself, to stay connected to self-love. We tend to disconnect from our hearts. We tend to disconnect from self-love, which is why we're always trying to find a solution. But all that does is it puts a Band-Aid on it, because the truth is, inside you're not okay. Inside you're uncomfortable. You don't like what life is doing to you, but you're remaining in that toxic relationship with life by continuing to partake the way that you're partaking and the way that you're responding. You have to decide, I'm not going to give my power to what life throws at me anymore. I'm going to remain calm. I'm going to breathe. I'm going to choose to love myself. And I'm going to, in a way, lose interest in this world. I don't want to be in this toxic relationship anymore. I'm going to be in a relationship with myself. Now, you won't be able to control what life throws at you, but you'll be able to control how you respond to it all because you've chosen yourself. That is the idea. So planet Earth is a school where we're learning how to make peace with ourselves, make peace with life, make peace with death, okay? By not reacting the way that you do, you're saying, you know what? I'm okay with dying. I'm okay with letting go. I'm not going to fight with life anymore. Okay, so this is all about letting go. So today I encourage you to, in a way, die to life. Just life is going to keep happening. It never ends. But at some point, you've got to choose yourself. You've got to choose self-love. And as you do that, the more that you do that, you're going to disinvest your energy from this toxic relationship that you've been in with life. And you're going to start to see yourself as more important than that. I'm more important than what's happening to me. I don't want to keep sending myself into a panic. I don't want to keep freaking out. I want to love myself. I want to love myself. So I hope that helps you. You have to untether yourself from this toxic relationship that you've been in with life. Okay? Just because a man might beat his wife up every 2 years doesn't mean it's not a toxic relationship. Everything can be going super smoothly, and then every 2 years, he decides to punch her in her face. Is that a toxic relationship? Well, that's what you've been in with life. At some point, you've got to lose interest. You've got to say, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't care what happens to me, but I'm not giving my power away to life anymore. I'm going to choose myself over and over and over again. And I'm going to mature myself. I'm going to see the beauty in life, which is that it's teaching me how to let go rather than fight all the time and look for a solution all the time. And you'll see what's going to happen. Magic is going to start to unfold for you. You're going to start to see life in a very different way. I hope that helps you.